We're looking at the Fragmented Portrait project. I'll go through the PowerPoint very quickly and show you how to do this with Google Slides. So I want you to create a fragmented portrait utilizing photo editing, Photopea, or Google Slides, and facial expressions. You can develop an idea for what emotion or storytelling you want to depict with your photo. Do you want it to be serious, funny, a metaphor? What do you want your viewer to feel? Use this design of fragmented portraits to communicate something that a regular portrait couldn't. As artists, you're telling a story with your work. Do you want to create an image that's dramatic, comedic, horror? Are you trying to show anxiety, stress, fear, anger, happiness as during views? Here's some examples down here. So these are the first ones using lighting as multiple pieces of portrait. So these are multiple pictures they've taken. They've cropped and edited together. On the next one, we have, again, multiple facial expressions. This time we're using the colors to tell you the expression we're creating. So blue is for sad, green for envy, red for anger, yellow for happiness. Next to that, we have multiple eyes and mouths. And then finally, we have different views. We have a profile view, serious, happy, and then a side view. You're going to have to at least take at least 5 photos for this project. It could be of yourself or someone else. It could be a sibling, friend, family member, you name it. If you're camera shy, ask them to help you then. Make sure your pictures have facial expressions. So you want emotions. You want to look happy or angry or sad. Look at these examples down here for inspiration. Our artist inspiration is Bruno Delzoy. He's a French-born artist in 1963. He created something called photo sculptures, which are multiple photos, which are sometimes stacked or wrapped around a sculpture. For his work, he's trying to show you the details we want to notice. Now, the first thing most people will see in the picture are the eyes. So that's the first thing I noticed, but then I wouldn't notice as much the ears, the nose, the mouth, and the chin. See over here again, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and so on. Here's some examples. Let's reveal a little bit more, so please read these. Get some inspiration ideas. These are asking questions to guide you. Again, some more examples. You can change the color if you want. You have multiple angles and views. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. Open up Google Slides. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of the slides. So go to File, Page Setup to change it. So this is widescreen, 16 by 9. We are going to do an 8 by 10. So change this to 8, then by 10. Once we have this, you can take our fixtures. So if you're using a Chromebook or you have a computer hooked up to a webcam, which I have right now, you can go to Insert, Image, then Camera, and it's going to let you take a picture of them. So we need 5 pictures. So I'm going to do an angry one. Now try and get close to your camera. Just remember, it gives you a better resolution image. So look very angry. So insert that one. When my camera converts it, it's kind of a little bit skewed, so we're going to stretch that a little bit more. We're also going to crop it. We don't want the settings on the side. So I'm going to crop this, and crop that, and that. So here's one of the 5 pictures that I need. So I'm going to get a little bit larger, so I can use this in the future. Now we're going to go to File, Insert. I'm going to go to Image, Camera. This one's me smiling. I'll insert that. Again, cropping the side. So this is the crop tool. You know, click on the little black arrows to drag it to crop the picture. Then I'm going to stretch it out. And what we'll do is when we start editing these in a second, we'll make sure they kind of match. So we have angry, happy. Let's get a sad one. Again, I'm focusing on the eyebrows, the mouth, but it's always the eyebrows and eyes, which tell of expression, and your mouth. So I'm going to crop it once again. Then we're going to go to, again, File. We're going to go to Insert, Image, Camera. This time I'm trying to get a side view. Insert that one. So we need one more picture. Now you should do more than 5. I'm just doing 5 to keep this video brief. Just show you how you can do this. And what happens is once I get my 5th picture, I'm going to submit these to the assignment. So we need one more. Again, I was talking about eyes earlier, so let's get close. The glare from the camera. And there we go. So we got our 5 pictures. So I'll turn it into assignment, into lesson 1, the assignment in that folder. Stretch it out a bit more. Crop the picture. Okay, so we have our pictures. Now on a new slide, we're going to start combining them. We're going to make our fragmented portrait. So you can click on this picture here. I'm going to use as my background and copy it and paste. Now I'm going to drag it out. Now I'm going to go here and I want to look at the eyebrows. I like that a lot. So we're going to copy this one. Once we go in here, this is the next picture I'm pasting in. It's going to be on top. So this is the next layer. Then crop it just to the eyebrows only. So let's make it a little bit wider, stretch it out. So the cool thing is these little squares, you can push these little boxes and stretch and pull. I kind of like that there, but probably need to take another picture to fix that. So we have 2 pictures in there so far. Let's find another one. Here's some more eyebrows we could use. I'll paste this one in. Crop it to that. Both sides. This one above that one. And now we have multiple eyebrows. So it's kind of showing movement and slowly moving up. So a little bit wider. Alright, another thing is eyes. So let's find a cool picture of eyes. Here's one we can use. And so all I'm doing is trying to show you what my picture, my story is about how we communicate with our eyes and eyebrows, especially when everyone's wearing masks. That's the main thing everyone sees. So we have an eye over here. Let's get another eye. I think it's a little too abrupt, so maybe we want to flip it. I have some other eyes between those. And crop it again. So I have this eye here. So I want to move these down. These things in between them, I think. It's a little too much. So let's see. We just used this eyes. This one here. And so all we're doing is telling a story with our picture, combining multiple portraits, which we'll be using in the future. So let me get this one right here. And do the same thing for the other side. So I feel like it's missing something. Some empty space, negative space over here to the right and to the left. So I'm going to take this profile view, copy that in there. In India, there's a lot of paintings for their mythology of their gods. And artists will paint multiple faces of the same god at different angles and multiple arms. They do that to try and show that they can do anything. So that's a really cool inspiration for me. Not that I can do anything, of course, but that is showing in those different views. So we have this one on the side over here, a little bit larger, and crop that some more. And what I'll do is when I save this, I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and I can scale this up here to fill in this space too. So don't worry about that. Just submit your picture. We can fix it later on if we need to. So I got that one. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to right click paste. I want to flip it. So I'm going to go up here to format, image, and we're going to, what's the border lines? I'm going to flip it. So, oh, format options, my apologies. And then go down here to position, and the size and rotation. So we're flipping the picture. So now we have our fragmented portrait. I'm going to save that and turn it in, and that's it. I wish y'all good luck. Cannot wait to see some of your really cool art.